Have you read Job 3? After sitting on the ground for 7 days and 7 nights with the 3 friends who came to sympathize with him and comfort him, Job breaks the silence and speaks. He doesn't start out with what we might consider the standard greeting of thanks for coming, guys. It means a lot to me that you showed up. Or, does anyone want something to drink? I'm kind of thirsty. How about you? Instead, these were the words that broke the silence in Job chapter 3, beginning in verse 1. After this, Job began to speak and cursed the day he was born. He said, "May the day I was born perish, and the night that said a boy is conceived. If only that day had turned to darkness. May God above not care about it or light shine on it. May darkness and gloom reclaim it, and a cloud settle over it. May what darkens the day terrify it." The pain of the loss and the physical suffering were real. This is a quote I want to read to you from the Old Testament Survey book by LeSueur, Hubbard, and Bush. The contrast with his controlled piety in the prologue is startling and deliberate. The author refuses to soften the shock with explanation or transition. Using characteristic Semitic hyperbole, emphasis by overstatement, he lays bare Job's full humanity. The initial trauma of loss has given way to the full horror of his plight. Job sees his life stripped of all signs of divine blessing and therefore all sources of joy. It is this verse from Ecclesiastes 4:3, but better than either of them is the one who has not yet existed, who has not seen the evil activity that is done under the sun. That verse made real. God let him speak in his pain. As we will see as we continue reading the discussions that go on and on before God finally answers, Job provides an example for each of us in our times of pain and loss. God wasn't absent in any time of the blessings. He wasn't absent during the loss. He wasn't absent during the pain, and he wasn't absent during the restoration. He knew, he listened. He was at work and had a plan. The same would be true and is true for you and I today. Keep reading, encourage others to read, and expect to find more gems to help us live like Jesus. Thank you.